Hi, I'm Mackenzie Harrington. I am almost 30 years old. I'm a mom of two, a wife, a full-time employee, and I have lost 100 pounds in 6 months on the Winner Lifestyle Program with Coach James. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I lost 100 pounds in 6 months. First, I wanted to share just a little bit about my backstory and why I got started on my weight loss journey to begin with. Growing up, I was a pretty athletic teen. I didn't have the best eating habits, definitely didn't eat the best food, didn't know a lot about nutrition, and that all caught up with me very quickly once I became an adult. My 20s, I'm not out of my 20s yet, but in my 20s, it's been really challenging and difficult to navigate how to nourish my body and how to keep it healthy post high school sports and activities and exercise built into your normal daily schedule. When you're an adult and you have more freedom and also more stresses, it becomes a lot harder to understand and know how to nourish and exercise as an adult, where it's harder to do that. I put weight on very quickly as a young adult who was transitioning from college into the workforce. The stresses of that transition and life transitions, getting married, things like that, all just kind of led to a lot of weight gain. I went into both of my pregnancies with my two boys overweight and had complications of that. I had gestational diabetes, just movement issues, herniated discs, just a lot of things that come with being overweight. So I wasn't a very healthy adult. I wasn't a very healthy woman in pregnancy. And it wasn't until after my pregnancies when my boys started to get more active and more intense that I realized just how out of shape I had become and how much energy I didn't have, but I needed to keep up with just the demands of my life. The demands of working a full-time job, the demands of two energetic boys, the demands of a house, and not even to mention going and having fun. And not to mention just how I looked and felt in my own skin. I did not like how I looked, and I remember taking Mother's Day pictures just in May and thinking to myself, I cannot believe I look like this. This is what I look like, and I don't like it. I really don't like how I look, and I definitely didn't like how I felt. So the next day actually is the first day I met with James, and we got started. I chose the Winner Lifestyle Program with James actually because of a friend of my husband's. He had worked with James and had completely transformed his body and did it in a crazy short amount of time, I thought. And so I saw his transformation and my husband showed it to me, and I just thought, wow, like I would love to transform like that in such a short amount of time. Being a mom, and any moms out there who are listening to this, or any parents really, you understand just how valuable your time is and also how much of it you don't have a lot of the time. That's what it feels like. And so I knew that I wanted to lose weight, and I knew I didn't want to have to spend a ton of time doing that. I didn't want to spend a year. I didn't want to spend 2 years. I wanted to get it just done as fast as I could and live in a body that I loved. And so I got started. The Winner Lifestyle Program is great because it's so simple. It's based in 3 main elements that you use for your entire weight loss journey. The 3 elements being fasting, focused meals, and cardio via walking mainly. So when I first started, I was fasting about 2 out of every 10 days. And on those fast days, I could still eat. I just needed to burn what I ate via active cardio, walking. So if I had 200 calories, I would need to burn at least 200 calories just from planned exercise for the day. So I was doing that about 2 out of every 10 days. I think I upped it a little bit more after about 2 weeks, I think I bumped it up to like 3 out of every 10. And I wasn't working out very much outside of just walking. And within the first month, I had lost 20 pounds. And I could not believe how quickly I had lost 20 pounds just from changing some bad habits that I had. With the focused eating, I was actually fueling my body. I was still eating things I loved. I was just doing it in a more focused way. I was eating 4 times a day, a little bit smaller meals, working on my portion control, working on really tuning into my body and understanding when my body was full, when it was done, and not going past that. I was learning when I needed to exercise, when I needed to go on a walk. Oh, I need to, hit my walking goal for the day. Let's get out there and do that. How do I adjust my schedule? All of those things that happen when you're making a lifestyle shift. That's really what my first month was all about, was just shifting my lifestyle, taking what was not working in my life and switching it out for what would work to achieve my goal. And so the first month was really all about that. And James was critical in helping me do that because of the daily accountability that comes with this program. Without that daily accountability, I don't know if my results would have been that good. That daily accountability helped a ton with not only feedback on what I was eating or what I was doing for my workouts, but also just a motivation factor. Just someone understands what I'm going through while no one else in my life really knows what is happening to me right now or what I'm trying to do. And that social aspect can be really challenging when you're trying to change your life and everyone around you stays the same and you're changing. And having James around to coach me, but also be a support to me, was so critical in that first month especially, and every month since then. But in that initial abrupt lifestyle change, it was imperative. I don't think I could have done it any other way. So my first month, I lost 20 pounds. I think maybe a little more than 20 pounds. And then throughout my whole journey, there would be these, setbacks and plateaus, whether it was because we were celebrating and I was eating differently, or I had reverted back to some bad habits with like eating late or whatever it was. And with women, obviously, we struggle a little bit with our hormones when we're trying to lose weight and we have our monthly cycle that happens that throws us off for at least a week. That's always fun. But you adjust and you figure it out. And so then the second month I lost another 20 and I just kind of kept going. Towards the end, it did get a little bit harder and does require a little bit more effort. So my last month or so, I fasted every other day. I was doing a feast day, fast day, feast day, fast day, and just hitting at least 500 to 1,000 calories burned via active cardio, walking, or by the end I could jog, which was really cool. There were all these really cool things that were happening between the beginning and the end, where I was seeing my body get stronger, look better, feel better. I feel like a teenager right now with how much energy I have. I have so much energy, and it's so neat to also have mastered fueling my body to where I can now eat and literally feel like I'm fueling my body. It feels like all this energy is coming in, and then my body's like revved up, like it's ready to go do whatever it needs to do. And it's the coolest feeling to actually fuel my body and understand what my body is trying to do. So there's all these little things that happen. Like for my husband's birthday, we were able to go, we went kayaking, and I was able to kayak like it was no big deal. Whereas, back in May, I could barely go up a flight of stairs without feeling short of breath. I couldn't tie my shoes without stars in my eyes. Like, there were all these really incredible things that were just showing myself, like, you're getting better. Like, your body is healing. Your body is capable. And now we're kind of at a different phase. I'm in a maintenance and strength building phase, and now I'm lifting heavy things, and I'm going on jogs pretty much every day with my boys while they ride their bikes. And there's so many neat things that happen as your body becomes more capable. At the beginning of the program, you take your before photos just to have, you don't have to share them, you can keep them to yourself, but just to know where you're starting. And I remember taking those photos and being so in disbelief that that is what my body looked like. I did not even realize how bad it had gotten, basically. I don't know how else to say it. I didn't realize how bad it had gotten. And in my photos, I'm like barely looking at the camera. Like I just can't even like fathom that that's what my body looks like. But I remember having the distinct thought in my mind that this is the last day that I will ever look like this. And it was true. That was the last day I was ever 220 pounds. And that's the last day I'll ever be 220 pounds. And it's been an incredible mental transformation, probably even more so than physical. The physical transformation has been extreme and incredible, but the mental aspect of this journey is even more incredible and far-reaching. When I started, my goal was to be 155 pounds. That was my goal when I first started, 155. I just want to make it to 150, 155. And when I went out to visit my family back in, I think it was August, I had hit 155. And I just remember thinking, wow, I hit my goal, but I want to keep going. And it was a weird feeling to think that, oh, I've made it, but then feel like, no, I haven't quite made it. And so I just kept pushing, and it kind of pushed me into this next phase. And I share that because, again, where I started is not where I finished. But starting, I had to start. And I needed James to help me start. And once I hit that middle mark, I needed James to help me finish. So that daily accountability throughout my journey has been imperative. In the last phase, it was really hard. Every pound that you drop, you have to work harder for, because your body is just getting more healthy and more capable, and there's less to lose. In the beginning, when you have 100 pounds of excess fat on your body, it sheds a lot faster. When you only have 20, 15, it gets a lot harder to shave that. And so having James help me in the last 2 months has been so incredible. And I couldn't have gotten to where I am without him. And I definitely can't get from where I am now to where I want to be. So it's just been so incredible to have him as a coach, and to know that I can rely on him not only for the support I need socially to really push to the next level, but also just the knowledge base that he has. He's coached hundreds of people and helped people lose thousands of pounds, literally. So just having access to him and his knowledge and his help has changed my life, literally changed my life. It's also been really neat to see the impact to my family as we've gone on this journey, as I've gone on this journey. Anytime my boys hear my treadmill go off, they'll run into the room and say, "Mama, are you running? Are you running?" And it's like, "Yeah, I'm running." Or I'll The other day I was doing sprints, which is new for me, and I was doing these sprints and I was like going really hard, and my 4-year-old says, "Mom, that is cool." So if you're a parent out there and you're worried about not having enough time, not having enough energy to take care of your family and take care of you, taking care of you is taking care of your family. And the impact that your health and taking care of your health will make on your kids is incredible. It's been a group effort for me in losing this weight. You know, we have had to adjust. We have had to find the time. We have had to, you know, make changes to our food, our priorities, all of those things. But what we've gained in that process has been absolutely worth it, and has pushed us in this direction of teaching our boys how to be healthy and feeling confident in our ability as parents to teach them what they need to know about keeping their bodies strong, about what to put into their bodies, and also just having fun together doing that. It feels great to be able to keep up with my boys and not feel absolutely run over by them all the time, and just feel like I can give them opportunities that they need to get their energy out, to feel supported in taking care of themselves. So if you're looking to lose weight and to get healthy, definitely recommend the Winner Lifestyle program with Coach James. It has absolutely changed my life. It's affordable. It's only $125 a month, and you're getting access to everything you need to know to get started with how to eat, how to work out, how to do a fast day. All of those things you will have access to, as well as daily accountability with Coach James. So you're getting all of that support that you need, everything you need to get started, everything you need to lose the weight you'll have, and it's only $125 a month. So we'll share that link down in the description for you to sign up for a 30-minute free consultation where you and James will talk about your goals and talk about the program and how it works, and then you can book to be in the program. So if you too are struggling with your weight, struggling with loving how you look and feel, highly recommend the Winner Lifestyle program with Coach James. It has been an incredible journey. I would not have done it any other way. I'm still doing it in maintaining and strength training, and it's been incredible already. So if you're wanting to get started, we will put a link in the comments below. You can go ahead and click that to book a free 30-minute consultation with Coach James. You'll talk about the program, you'll talk about your goals, any concerns you have. That will be the time to talk to Coach James about that. And then you can get started on the program, $125 a month. Let's get ready to change your life. Let's go.